Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to show you this quick video on my birthday challenge and giveaway and part 1 to the challenge. Okay, so let's get started. So first let me say I don't ever do face-to-face. I think I've done one since I've been here. I'm sorry, I'm in my kitchen today because there's a reason. I'll explain to you later in a minute. So anyway, I know I've been MIA, but I have a good reason. But before I get into all of that, let me first tell you about birthday giveaway and challenge. So I got my little notes here, so don't be surprised if I'm looking down because I don't remember everything. So the first thing is I'm having a birthday challenge. You guys know every June I celebrate the entire month of June. I always have a birthday giveaway and challenge. You don't have to send me anything. You don't have to mail me anything. You don't have to make me anything. You don't have to do anything and give to me. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I have a craft challenge and a planner challenge. You can participate in either one or all of them, whatever you want to do. I also have an option for you who are not crafters or planners. So I'll get into that. So first rule is, okay, so before I get into that, let me explain that the crafty challenge, I have collaborators with me. So I have June 1st and June 8th will be me. And then June 15th will be Jenny, who is from Craft Creations here on YouTube, and Artsy Ashley, who is also here on YouTube. She will have June 22nd. Each week there is a challenge from each one of us. So stay tuned to that. So the only reason why I gave you that little tidbit is because I'm about to tell you the rules and it won't make any sense unless I said what I said. So you have to be 18 years of age or older. If you're not 18 years of age or older, this is not for you. And also you must be a subscriber to all 3 of our challenges: my channel, Craft Creations channel, and Artsy Ashley's channel. I'll put all their information in the description box below. You must like and comment on all of our videos for each week. And of course, this giveaway is open international and US, so it's everybody. So before I start with that, I also want to make sure that you are aware I also have a planner challenge. Those who are a part of my Facebook group and my Instagram, you guys already got the sneak preview of everything, so you're already ahead of the game. So I did post those challenges that are up. I have 4 planner challenges for June. I think June 1st is the theme is cheese, so you do a layout in your planner however you want to do it, whatever cheese means to you, doesn't matter, you do it. Think the second, now I'm going off of my memory because I thought I brought my paper with my actual challenges on it, but I must have left that one upstairs in the craft room. I'll explain later. I think the second theme is butterflies. You know I love butterflies. June 8th, the second week, the theme is butterflies. The third week, if I'm going by memory, is bubbles or polka dots. And the last theme, which is June 22nd, that week, the layout is purple. So yay. So all my crafters and my planners are covered. For those who are not crafters or planners and just paying, just like to watch me because I'm just silly, yay. I have a challenge also for you. The information is in the link below. You can give to my favorite charity, which is St. Jude's. I have a link in the description box below. If you are interested, you can give as little as $5. So if you have $5 to spare and you want to give, and just let me know that you gave. It'll show up all the people who gave. I have all that information. It pops up on who gave and how much they gave. If you choose to click that button, they'll let me know, and then you are entered into the giveaway and challenge. Now, what is the prizes? I'm glad you asked me that. So let me just read real quick because my memory is not always the best. Okay, so there's going to be 3 winners, and they're all PayPal deposits because that's easier for me. As you can see, I'm uploading this video 2 days late. I should have did it on June 1st, and today is June 3rd. I know, it's just been that type of week. So anywho, so the first winner will be $25 PayPal gift deposit, friends and family, 15s, and then 10. If you don't have PayPal, don't worry, we'll work out whoever's the winner and they say they don't have PayPal, then I'll find like a I have Amazon e-gift cards. They go right to your email. So does Walmart, I believe. We'll work it out. So just so you know, those are the prizes. That's what's going on. So, let me get into this. So, so does anybody have any questions or concerns? Let me know in the description box below. So now it's time. I know I have been busy. I have been MIA, and you guys have not seen me or heard from me in like 2 weeks. I hadn't said nothing. I ain't put up nothing. I just disappeared. You taking my picture like my mugshot? I know. So we have week 1, and like I said, I am the person that is in charge for week 1, and in week 1's topic is called Craft Space Hoarders, True Confessions, Part 1. So what that means is, so what happened was, Jessica had, her craft room was so bad. My craft room was so bad. I'm sorry. I know some people hate when I start talking third person. But my craft room was so bad to the point that I started crying. Literally bust out in tears when I walked in the door because it was so bad. Like, I had clutter everywhere. I should have been in an episode of Hoarders Buried Alive Craft Room Edition. No big joke. I mean, it was really that bad. Now, I never have food and drink in my craft room. I really have a rule. There's no food and drink in my craft room at all, ever. But I had paper and stuff everywhere, and I couldn't get anything done, and I was getting overwhelmed, and I couldn't take it anymore. So it's confession time. I had to take off some time, firstly, to emotionally prepare to clean my craft room myself. Let me tell y'all something. My BFF Jenny, she spoiled me rotten. She would come over and clean my craft room, and I would like, yay, and there was no accountability for me. Well, it got to a point, Jenny's taking care of her mother full time, and now I don't get to have that luxury of relying on someone to come and clean it for me. And guess what? I had to do it myself. So I had to emotionally prepare to get it done, because I never realized how bad it really was until one day I just walked into my craft room and I just started crying. And my husband was like, what's the matter? And I couldn't even tell him, because first of all, I was just so distraught. And the last thing I want to hear is, I told you so. So nobody wants to hear I told you so, especially when you're already emotional. So I didn't say anything. I just kept myself quiet, and I just sat there and sobbed, and he just let me. My husband's so sweet. He'll let me process, because I always tell him when I'm upset or if I'm angry, I need time to process, and the only way I'm going to be able to process is if you give me that opportunity to do so. So he did. So I made the decision that I'm going to do it, and a couple of things that I remember is some of the tips and tricks that Jenny gave me when she used to come over and clean my craft room, because I would be with her, and we would do it together, but she really was doing all the work, but I was paying attention. So I took some of the tips and tricks from her and from Jennifer Maker. These Jennifers are in my life are just like wonderful. Oh my God, Jenny's real name is Jennifer too. If she didn't know, she's gonna tell me, but she likes being called Jenny. Shh, don't tell me. So anyway, so Jennifer Maker has this 30-day craft room organization challenge, and she has a guide and a workbook. Now, I spent the money and paid for it because you can get it for free. The daily challenges that she gives you every day for the next 30 days, that one's free, and it comes in your email. But I wanted the actual guide, because you guys know me, I need to see it and feel it and touch it, and I want to be a part of it. So I bought it. It was $15. I blow $15 in like literally a second. So I was like, why not invest $15 in helping me mentally and emotionally and physically to get in that craft room and get it done? So I had it. I printed it out, and I'm telling you, it's not like it's a couple pages. It's not like it's 10 pages. It's a lot of pages. And I was so excited. And they're very nice and colorful and very interactive. So I love that too. So anyway, I printed all that out, and you know me, I'm a planner also. So I could pull my planner out, and I just started, trying to figure out what am I going to do. So I remember Jenny saying, okay, Jessica, this is what you do. You start, you start in one section, you finish it, and da-da-da. So what I chose to do is, like I said, True Confessions. I'm going to show some pictures. I don't want you judging me, because if you're going to judge me, I'll be sad. So no judgment. And if you judge me, I'm going to delete your comments, because you're not going to be mean, because this is not a mean channel. So anyway, so we're gonna get into it. So what I did was, because my craft room was so bad, I stand in the doorway and I'm like, I barely have like a walkway to get to my chair to sit down. I think my chair was probably the only item in that craft room that didn't have anything on it or in it or through it or hanging from it or dangling on it. You know what I mean? So it was really bad, y'all. But I was grateful because I was able to, sit down, and I did plan it out. So the first thing I wanted to say is your challenge, and I'm going to repeat it at the end, but your challenge is to think about what you have that you need to reorganize. And now when I say reorganize, it could be your craft space. I say craft space because not everybody has a craft room, because I started out at the kitchen table. That's where my craft was. I started out a little teeny little plastic container that used to get, what's the Rubbermaid containers they used to put your clothes in when the winter time came and stuff. I had one of those, and that was full of craft stuff, and I would work out of that and play. And then I moved to my table. Then I moved to half a room. Then I moved to the whole room. So, depending on whatever your space is, my challenge to you is think about what exactly you need to do with your space, whether it's a planner space, whether it's a writing space, whether it's your art studio, whatever it is. Think about what you feel like you need to do in your space, and I want you to say in the description box below what it is, because that's your challenge. I want you to identify what it is that you need to get done in your craft space. So that's what I'm going to do. So before we go, because it was really bad, how I started. Now, I used information from Jenny from Craft Creations and Jennifer Maker here on YouTube. I used a combination of their things and my things. And I got to, like the thought patterns and all that, because everything I realized, even in working as a counselor, is that everything we do begins with a thought. Even though people's like, oh, I don't know why I did it, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, you really were thinking. It was just so quick you don't realize you weren't thinking, or that you were thinking. So I thought about, okay, I'm looking around in my craft room and I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, where do I start? I'm so overwhelmed. Just looking makes me want to start crying again. So I said, you know what? Be a big girl, get your big girl pants on, and let's get this done. So because I married a Marine, and everybody knows Marines, they are no nonsense. They're like improvise, adapt, overcome, no excuses. So I'm thinking of the Marines motto, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna have to start incorporating that. So that's what I end up doing with the combination of everything that I've learned from Jen and Jennifer. So I got to thinking. I said, I read from left to right. Most of us do, right? So I was like, well, let's start from left to right. So when I walk into my craft room, I decided we're going to start from left to right. And that's what I did. And then I gave myself little things along the way, but we'll get into it. So the first picture I'm showing you now is the first part. So what I did was I broke my craft room down in parts. And I had exactly 6 parts that I broke my craft room down into to get it cleaned. So most people will tell you, you should, when you clean, you sort and you put stuff away, you give a box, you da-da-da-da-da. My craft room was so bad. Now, I don't know if I'm by myself, and I want to hear your true confessions. Are you guys just as messy as I am? Because it was really bad. I felt like that was too much. I would never get my craft room done, and I had planned on getting it done before I had to go back to work. So I had a whole week off of work. So I started on a Tuesday and I ended on a Sunday. So that's 6 days because I broke my craft room up. I broke it down in 6 pieces. So what I did was I gave myself a challenge. Now the number one thing is, I'm going to tell everybody, I had to sit there and think about it. Number one thing is I canceled everything. No videos, no planning, no crafting, nothing, no swaps, no anything, because if I did, it would just keep adding the clutter instead of getting rid of it. So the first thing I found that worked for me in this process was to make that decision. First of all, don't do nothing until everything's done, and to I picked a spot. I picked my first challenge. I cleaned it. I put everything that was keep or donate in one big box until I could sort through it later. I can sort through a box later, but I can't sort through a whole craft room. You know what I mean? So my thought was, we put this in the box. Everything that was trash went right into the trash. Everything was keep. I sort between keep and donate. So that's what I did with every section. So I do have 6 boxes. Well, I actually have 5 because one of them I didn't have a whole lot in one of those corners, I guess. And I, sort them through donate, keep, donate, keep. That was easier for me because you can always take that box, fold it up, stick it in the corner, and slowly, sort it out later. So that's what I chose to do. So I was able to get my entire craft room done. So here's part 1. I'll give you a minute. I said no judgment. Dang. Now, didn't I tell y'all no judgment? I know, it was bad. Wasn't it? It was horrifying to me, too. I'm telling you, I cried all the time. I cried. Boy, did I cry. I know. So, let me... Now, wait a minute. No. Now, I know y'all talking about me, right? But let me just show you a picture of what it looks like now. Check that out. What? Go, Jessica. Go, Jessica. Go, Jessica. Doesn't it look good? Woo! Let me tell you, that first day, once I saw the before and afters together myself and posted it for the first time, because I was scared to post. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but one of the ladies was like, please, because you have no idea how many of us are, going through this. I was like, really? I thought I was the only slob, But anyhow, no, I'm not calling you slob, I promise. So anyway, so I posted, I had over 899 responses within that first day and a half. Real talk. Okay, for me. So, yeah, so let's go to day 2. So day 2, I had the next section. And here's the before. I said no judgment. See, y'all gonna stop playing with my emotions up in here because y'all know. But that's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Get all your giggles out there like, Jessica, you a hot mess. Yeah, I know. Get it out. Now look at it now. You can't tell me I didn't work that thing out. And I did this all by myself. And I didn't have any help. Now, another key I want to also point out before I show you the last picture of the day. The one thing I want to point out is the fact that once I was done every day, when I was done that day's section, I left the craft room and I didn't come back. That was another thing. That was my, my part of my therapy. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. So what I did was every day, once my challenge was done for the day, I didn't go back into the craft room until the next day's section was need to be cleaned. So I didn't go back in there because I know me. If I go back in there, guess what? It's going to look like that again by the end of the day because I'm going to get to crafting and have stuff all over the place and, So anyway, okay, the last picture of the day, I had, like I said, I had 6, so I showed you 2. I want to show you the third one. Next week, you'll see the rest of it. So here we go. Here goes the third part. It's the craft table where I do all the magic. I know, wasn't it bad, y'all? Like, it was bad. It was so bad, like I would cry. And you guys don't know it because you don't see the behind the scenes. So when you get your videos and you see me crafting and all that and doing my planners and stuff, you don't even see all the crap that's around it. It was really that bad, guys, but not anymore. But, so, all right. Let me show you the after. Now, yeah, y'all talking stuff. Let's see the after. Wasn't that after beautiful? You love all that purple, don't you? I told you I love purple, didn't I? I'm telling you, it's the true confession time, part 1. Y'all have been a part of it. So, yeah. So don't forget your challenge of the day is to think about exactly what do you need to do in your space. Like, what is it that you want to do? How are you going to get it done? What are you going to do to get it done? Like, what is it? Put it in the description box below. That's the only challenge you have for today. It's your first challenge for this week. About that, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me go back. Okay, so my birthday is June the 27th, so that is the last day. That is the deadline. I will pick a winner on the 30th, the last day of the month, because remember I told you I celebrate the entire month. So on my birthday is the deadline where you guys have to get all your stuff in. So your weekly challenges, your planner challenges, your crafty challenges, giving if you want to, whatever it is. You have all month to get it done. There's no like, oh, if you don't get week 1 done before week 2 starts, you don't count. That's not true. Everything counts. So I just wanted to make sure I get that in. So, yay. So thanks for watching. Until next time, be blessed.